Welcome, everybody, and hi, Noah and Aubrey. Thank you for watching this, wherever you are in the world. This is a tradition now that we have an international open house for DSI, for all the people who can't get to New York on a Friday evening to meet us in person. So our international students are hugely important to us because the diversity of this program depends on people from diverse cultures and with different ways of thinking coming together, so that what's represented here as people think about how to solve the social issues of the world, that the world be represented. You're going to hear from quite a few of our international students, and we've asked them all to define design for social innovation in their own words. But in general, design for social innovation is any new idea or model that works to strengthen society and the environment. Paul Hawkins wrote a wonderful book called Blessed Unrest, and in it he called social innovation the largest movement on earth. So this phenomenon that we're going through, where people in every country of the world are becoming activists, and they're making careers out of solving social problems, not just in nonprofits, but in business, in government, and everywhere. And so this program was created to ensure that designers have a path to becoming leaders in social change, and also to teach people who are not designers how to use design to solve social issues. This is the first MFA program in design for social innovation, design for social impact. And as I said, it's creative for people who want to learn how to use the design process and design tools to address the big problems in the world, and particularly often in their country. Fast Company called us a master's program for designers who want to change the world. And the other way to think about social innovation design is as sort of the ultimate interaction design, because it's interaction between people, right? How do we influence each other? How do we come together to work on the big issues like climate change and poverty and environmental issues? There are a couple of things that make the program different. One is that it's very much cross-disciplinary. So the curriculum draws from science and business and technology and design, from game theory, from the world of business, from big nonprofits, from governments, and also the diversity of the students adds to that. And it's cross-disciplinary. The faculty are also very diverse in their own backgrounds and culture, and the learning is experiential. So we get students out in the world working with clients on real issues from the beginning. So this is an amazing program in the middle of New York, but we touch organizations and communities all over the world. We talked about the fact that this is for anybody who wants to use design to solve social issues. So we've had economists come through, engineers, anthropologists, entrepreneurs, and pretty much every kind of designer, from architects to interior designers, product designers. We look for people who are broadly curious, who want to know at a systems level how things work and how to have an impact. So I always say, if you want to be a programmer, and that you're very clear that that's all you want to do, if you want to be a game designer, if you want to be a graphic designer, this probably isn't the program for you. But if you want to understand how to use all of those disciplines in a campaign with an intentional impact, then this is a great place to be. We also look for people who have a very deep commitment to developing a life with purpose and to solving social issues. And we look for people who want to create their own paths. So we look for people who want to, dangerous to say this, but people who want to break rules rather than follow them. This is not an MBA program where everybody comes out wanting to do the same thing. This is a program where people come in with a passion to do something, and we help them develop it and develop the tools and the connections in order to do that. We have identified different categories of learning in the objectives that are built into our curriculum. So there's core skills that designers need, and then there's another set of skills that designers who want to work at scale in social innovation need, and still a third set of skills that anybody who wants to work in social innovation needs, that are common to designers and non-designers. And so we teach to develop each of those sets of skills in the curriculum. I'm not going to spend time on the curriculum because it's on our website, along with lots of other interesting information, all of our graduates' thesis projects, and lots of other things. So you can dig in there. In terms of what happens when you come here, I would say, well, I can say, there hasn't been a person who came here who hasn't been totally transformed. People come in with hopes and dreams, and they leave able to do something about it. Our students have developed thesis projects that have gotten them jobs, that have become real enterprises in the world. That was 4 students who spoke on a panel at an event at Brown University in RISD called A Better World by Design, 4 of our graduates. We have big program, as graduate programs go. We have 25 students in each cohort. That's a photograph of them. That's the class that's graduating this year. And from the beginning of the program, students get internships. They're working with organizations that are part of our network. This is 2 students who worked at the UN Social Good Summit. 3 of our students won a grant from the SAPI Ideas That Matter program for a game they designed that teaches young girls and social workers how to avoid becoming victims of sexual predators. It's called Say No More. You can also look at that on our site. And take a look at all of the thesis projects. They are diverse. They touch different countries that may be of interest to you, and they touch all of the big social issues. This is a slide with some of the companies where our students are working. And what's interesting, they come in with diverse interests, and that sort of carries through when they graduate. We've got graduates working at American Express and Arup, which is a global engineering company. We have students working at big NGOs at the UN and UNESCO. We have students who are in creative consultancies. We have students who have started their own businesses. So the life after DSI is as diverse as life here, and when students come in. So you're going to hear from some students now. We can make anybody's email available so that you can communicate with the students from your country. You can talk to faculty if you'd like. You can email us anytime and ask questions. And we hope you join us. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rodrigo Munoz. I'm from Quito, Ecuador.
Hi, my name is Hind. I'm from Saudi Arabia.
Hi, my name is Nazlı Canganul. I'm from Istanbul, Turkey.
And I'm David Rojas. I'm from Bogota, Colombia.
My name is Neda Azem, and I'm from Damascus, Syria.
Hi, I'm Wen from China.
Hi, 我叫方飞媛，我是从上海。
Design for social innovation is a way to see our societies as complex as they are, in the way as they work as a system. In Latin America, it's really interesting because Latin America is rebuilding itself by the process. And we really need to understand the process as a whole, the dynamics that are working with people, and we also need to ask for help. We need to create teams, we need to create we need to develop our own skills to kind of build a future for Latin America in a better way.
For me, design for social innovation is using the design as a tool, systematic design, to enhance the quality of communities' life.
Design for social innovation is going back to that human side of design. The conversation around the role of design in terms of solving social issues, it seems like it's a new conversation, but actually its role is being always there. But now we are realizing that for years, design was related maybe more to some other kind of fields like marketing or advertising or creating goods and products.
My definition is actually when I was thinking about design for social innovation, I was thinking from a more design perspective. But when I got here, I realized it's more about being really immersed in the systems, and that's when you can understand your design thinking.
It is always surprising me that we can share some different ideas with the same project. I'm very like to work with the people here because they are from the different countries, different background, and you never know what they are thinking about. You can learn a lot from each other just because of this kind of diversity.
It surprised me, and a little bit I have a conflict with, is how diverse people think, and how should people, and how am I going to synchronize with them within their way of thinking.
As a designer, sometimes you feel very lost or very panicked that in DSI that you don't know the outcome will be. But when you do your proper research, and the answer will be revealed, and you will feel like, that's the right answer, and I'm not designing shit for the world anymore. I'm designing to the thing that really solving the problem. That's the thing.
The advice I give from people, especially that aren't from here, but also the ones living in the Arab countries, is that this program really opens our eyes to start thinking beyond just me and my family, and beyond just what affects, my city, but also what affects my country and what affects the world.
Uno de los mayores problemas en realidad cuando uno sale a estudiar es que tú piensas que el mundo es mucho más grande de lo que esperabas. Pero en realidad la única manera de enfrentarte a un mundo que no conoces es saliendo. Y además es súper interesante porque cuando sales de tu contexto, de tu país, tienes una manera más amplia de ver los problemas. Tienes una manera más, digamos, interesante de ver las dinámicas que están pasando en tu país, porque sales y ves a los objetos y a las dinámicas fuera del contexto.
Creo que uno de los consejos que yo podría darle a personas que están interesadas en hacer parte de este programa es, el primero es atreverse a aplicar y a ponerse en contexto. Muchas veces nosotros creemos que al ser latinoamericanos o al ser parte de un país en vías de desarrollo no somos lo suficientemente competitivos frente a profesionales de otras partes del mundo, pero la realidad es otra y la única forma de darse cuenta de eso es tomando la iniciativa de arriesgarse.
Design for Social Innovation 是一个机会，让你解决一些社会问题，从底层到高层，解决一些你曾经以为只有政府才能解决，只有一些大型的组织才能解决的社会问题。你会发现你可以做的事情其实很多，超乎你的想象。
Bu bölüme gelmek isteyenler için benim aslında tavsiye edebileceğim şeyler çok fazla ama şöyle özetleyebilirim. Buraya geldiğiniz zaman gerçek toplumun sorunlarıyla uğraşmaya başlıyorsunuz ve onu sistemsel bir düşünce içerisinde çözümlemeye başlıyorsunuz. Bu yüzden aslında bence en önemli şey şu an eğer buraya gelmek istiyorsanız kendi bulunduğunuz toplum içerisindeki sorunları analiz etmeye başlayabilirsiniz. Çünkü ne kadar erken başlarsanız sizin için o kadar faydalı olacağını düşünüyorum. Burada öğrendiğimiz birçok şey aslında toplumla gidip konuşmak, toplumu gözlemlemek, onlardan bir şeyler öğrenmek, bir nevi gazetecilik gibi bir anlayış var. Ama bunu kendi hayatınıza ne kadar çok yerleştirirseniz aslında size bu design thinking'i de bir şekilde öğretmiş oluyor.
نصيحة أنصحها للناس اللي يجون هنا. أول شيء لازم تحاولون توسعون الأفق، لازم تقرون كثير، لازم تتعلمون على مجالات كثير متنوعة، مو نفس المجال اللي أنتم فيه. شيء ثاني لازم تكون عقليتكم منفتحة، سواء من الناحية الثقافية أو حتى من الناحية العلمية. من الناحية الثقافية لأن أنتم راح تشتغلون مع ناس ممكن ثقافتهم تكون ضد ثقافتكم أنتم، بس لازم تتعلمون أنكم تتقبلون وتسمعون الطرف المناقض لكم وتفهمون هو أصلاً كيف قاعد يفكر. وحطوا ببالكم أن مهما كان هذا الشخص، مهما تناقضت أفكاره، هو إنسان زيكم. فكل إنسان كلنا راح نرجع للفطرة الإنسانية وكلهم من جوا هم ناس طيبين. بس إنه لازم يعني تتقبلون كيف الناس الثانيين يفكرون وما تحطون نفسكم إن أنا إنسانة محافظة أنا لازم ما أنخرط بنقاش مع فلانة أو فلان وكذا. بس لا، لازم إني أوسع أفقي وأتعلم.
لما أتخرج من هون أنا بدي أشتغل مع اللاجئين السوريين والفلسطينية والعراقية وكل للأسف كل العربية، لأشتغل معهم كيف نقدر نأسس دولة بعد كل هالحرب وبعد كل هالمشاكل. After I graduate, I want to work with refugees from Syria, and then I say, sadly, from a lot of other Arab nations, and how to rebuild and how to start thinking of rebuilding countries after this war.
I think like Latin America has been the playground for so many organizations in the world, and I've seen like they're like having trying to do like nice things, we can say, but we haven't done it in a really nice way that it can like really solve problems. And I've seen like so many bad things happening in Latin America that I know that the only way that we can move forward is let's start working by ourselves. We are the owners of the change, actually.
And I wanted to build the bridge between social innovation in China and social innovation in US. We are all in this problem together, like the sustainability life, the climate change. So everybody should work together. So somebody have to work from the Chinese side.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Oh, you. Oh.
Oh my God, no. Off the record, please. No.
Yes, this microphone, I don't know.
Yeah.